Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you guys like what you see on the channel and become part of this journey with me by subscribing, hitting that subscription button, of course, giving it those thumbs up. It's extremely important for the video. I'd like to mention that I do have a private crochet group. You're more than welcome to join as long as you have a profile pic. Also a Facebook crochet page. You can follow Instagram and TikTok. All of these links will be below in the description box. All you have to do is click and follow. I also would like to mention that I use 4-ply, 100% cotton thread. These are Portugal brands. I am in Europe, in the islands. My colors go by number, not by name. So let's say this royal blue is number 3, and of course white stays white. Name only white. These are similar to Aunt Lydia number 3 cotton. Mine's a little bit thinner, so your patterns will become bigger. Also inside of the description box below will be a link in how to zoom in the stitch on any channel for that matter. It's a way of teaching you. A lot of you don't know how to zoom it in or zoom out, and how to slow down the video. Turn your closed caption on, read, pause, take notes if you have to. I know sometimes I can get carried away and crochet a little bit too fast for you, but you know, sometimes I have control of it and sometimes I don't. It's just an old habit. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. So I use, for the most part, 2.75 hook, a small one to tuck in loose ends, of course, and a pair of scissors. A lot of people ask me about these balls of thread. They're 100 grams, equivalent to 325 yards. They're $12 a ball with shipping. Shipping is horrendous out here. Literally costs more than the pattern itself for a lot of times. It's crazy. But it's privately owned and we can't do anything about it. It is what it is, and we do need the post office, right? Okay, so we're going to get started. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, everyone. So we're going to create another centerpiece runner. I just launched the sunflower runner yesterday. We're going to create, again, with a mega flower, which I'm creating now, it's like a rose, and I do have similar already on my playlist for mega flower if you go into the playlist. So you can fix the petals in or out, whatever way you want it. And I'm just working on these right now. It will be completed full of leaves all the way around. This was a special request again, because there is quite a bit of runners already with the mega flowers, different mega flowers, but with the leaves. I have created on the past a few years ago. Also, tutorial is there, and I had to recreate it because when I first started the channel, I didn't know the codes that well, so wasn't calling out properly the stitch, but did recreate. So it's there, which is the braided centerpiece, and there is the mega flower there too, which is a different one than this one. Okay, but we're going to go ahead and do the centerpiece. Okay, I will see if I do have this rose. I think I have it in white. I'm not sure, or similar anyway. If I don't, then I will recreate the tutorial. The leaf is already there on the leaves on playlist, which I won't be doing it because it takes too much room on the videos. Okay, so I'm going to be using a 4-ply 100% cotton thread. This is similar to Aunt Lydia number 3 cotton. I'll be doing it in white, and 2.75 hook, a small scissors to cut in loose ends, and of course a small hook to tuck in. Okay, so enjoy the tutorial. If you haven't subscribed, please do so and hit that notification button, bell. You know, all of these things are free. We work hard to put it out there for free for you guys. All we ask in return is your loving respect of helping out the channel to grow by subscribing, commenting, and sharing is caring. Thank you, everyone. Okay, everyone, so I'm going to do 52 chain stitch. 52 chain stitch. I've done my 52 chain stitch. I'm going to go back on my fourth. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And doing double crochet. I'm going to continue to do double crochet 1 per stitch all the way to the end. You should end up with 49 double crochets. That's included with your 3 chains that we have here. Okay? Okay, everyone. So I finished my 49 double crochets. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 chain. Next stitch. Okay, everyone. So we're going to do 5 double crochets on each end, always until the end of the pattern. So this is going to be a repeat all the way up until the end of the pattern. So my 5 double crochets, and I had to do a few times to make sure I have the right count. No chain stitch. We're going to skip the first one, and also we'll be on the last one. 5 space, 1, 2, 3, 4, and come in your 5th. It's been like 2-3 times I had to do it to make sure that I have the right amount in. We're going to do shell of 3 double crochet, 2 chain, and 3 more double crochet. Now in between shells here, because this pattern is all about shells until the end, I'm going directly and I'm going to skip 5 going to my 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see I've tried it there, it didn't work, so I had to take it down and take the recording down. So again, skip 5 space, going to your 6th and do your shell. Sometimes you just have to play with the pattern. Sometimes I get it on the first shot, and sometimes I have to play with it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on my 6th shell again. You guys are going to absolutely love this pattern for sure, but just to get it right at the beginning, you know, sometimes it takes a little bit of a challenging. But then again, I love challenging, so it's all good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on my 6th. So we're building shells. The whole pattern will be shells. Both sides will have the 5 double crochets on each side, all the way until the end of the pattern. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 on my 6th. Well, so far I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to get 6 shells in here, and I had started and it was giving me 7, so I didn't like that. It was bending my pattern, and I had to take the recordings down and restart again. That's part of creating, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me just count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on my 6th. Doing my shell. 3 double crochet, 2 chain, and 3 more double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Remember I said there's 5 to skip at the beginning and 5 to skip at the end. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Finally, I get exactly what I wanted after taking it down a few times, of course. So 5 double crochets at the beginning, 5 at the end. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This row, this next row, row 3, is a repeat of shells. So chain 3. I don't know how many rows I'm going to do yet, until whatever desired length I want. So 5 double crochets, go directly into the shell with shell. And again. So it's just a repeat, remembering getting to the end. We're always going to do those 5 double crochets every time we turn the pattern. Okay, so I'll meet you in the next row. Okay everyone, so I finished my row. I'm going to do my 5 double crochets. That stays the same until the end. Now, we're going to do 1 double crochet only, and we're going to turn 3 times on the hook. We're going to come in where this stitch is, take out 2, take out 2, take out 2, and take out 2. So double, triple, I believe that's what it's called. Come back in, complete your other 2 double crochets. Double crochets for the shell, and now you have your 3 double crochets for your shell. Chain 2, do your 2 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3. We're going to come down here. Turn your pattern to make things easy. Take out 2, take out 2, take out 2, and the last 2. Come back and complete the 3rd double crochet. So it's going to stay like an X. Make sure that if your stitch is tight, you use a hook or 2 bigger. We don't want this to be too tight or your pattern will bend. Come into the next one. Repeat everything again. 1 double crochet, turn 3 times. Come here, take out 2, take out 2. If you need to stretch it, then go ahead. Come in, complete your other 2 double crochets. It's going to be like this all the way until the desired length of your pattern. So I don't know how many rows I'm going to do yet. You're going to come back where we did this one so they can connect. Take out 2, take out 2, take out 2. So you're always connecting this double, triple crochet. Come back in and do your other double crochet. So it's going to connect like that. Of course, it will look more normal once we are complete. And then the next row is just shells to prepare for the next one to do this again. So it's always 1 row of shell, 1 row of this, 1 row of shell, 1 row of this. One more time, double crochet, turn 3 times on your hook. Take out 2, take out 2, take out 2, and the last 2. Come in, complete your shell with the 2 double crochets, 2 chain, 2 more double crochet, turn 3 times on your hook, and we're going to connect where we have the other one. Take out 2, take out 2, take out 2, and the last 2. Come in, complete your shell. Okay, so when you get here, no different than what we've done here. We go directly to the 5 double crochets, but I'll meet you there just to make sure that you understand. Okay, so I'm on my last one. Come in, do your 2 double crochets, 2 chain, 2 more, double crochet, turn 3 times, and come and connect where you have the other one. Now you could always advance the video and see how many rows I've done, depending upon the size you would like. And then come in directly and do your 5 double crochets. So you know that the next row is just shells. That's on the wrong side. It's always shells. And then the right side, we're doing these braids or these X's going back and forth. Okay, so I'm going to continue mine and then I'll meet you at the end. You could always advance the video and see how many rows I have done. Okay, everybody, I just want to show you how I've added my leaves on, which I have 9 leaves. And basically, we have 9 petals on the last row. So it becomes just single going in, coming out, and finish the row, which I'll show you in a second. So in between petals goes your 9 leaves. I'm on my last one here. So we want to make sure here you have like a finger space. You want to make sure that it's faced on this side to have more of that 3D effect. So I do my 1 chain. I turn my flower 3D up. I'm just going to grab a smaller hook here because it's harder for me to get in. So you would want to, obviously when you put the first one, there's nothing to hook here on the sides, but as you're going to hook your leaf on the side here, on one petal or one leaf into the other, and then you come back in with singles, because you know it's back loop singles with these leaves, which I'll leave the link below in the tutorial. These leaves are 16 chain to begin with. I'm not sure if the tutorial is 17 chain. It doesn't change anything. You can do with 17 or 16. I've done it with 16. So back loops, doing my singles. My last row, which I have 5, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, and on my 5th, I'm hooking it on. Coming in the center, single, 1 chain only, and then I'd come in between here, okay? Which this one, I'm going to come right in between. And you have from the flower, which I will leave the link to the tutorial also. So basically you would just bring in and do a single, come back in your 2 chain that we have here on the leaf with the single, and then use back loops to finish the 5th row. Of course, we're going to attach the last flower together on the other side at the edge here. So very simple, nothing to it, just single to attachment, that's it, and continue on. Now, of course, it's a little bit time consuming on these leaves. I've been at it all day, but it makes all of the difference. So I'm going to do 1 chain. And because my stitch is so tight, I'm going to use a smaller hook. I'm going to do a slip stitch on there, come back in with a single and a slip stitch. I'm going to cut and tuck in my loose ends. So now I have, of course it will be all nice and straight once we fix all the paddles together, because now they're a total mess of being so much pulled everywhere. Okay, but that's pretty much it for the leaves to be put on your flower. Okay everyone, so I pretty much finished doing my base, and it's a pretty long one. So I have 72 rows, including this row here. Now we're going to finish it off the edge with the same row that we started, with the same double crochet. So we're going to turn around. We're going to do our 3 chain, 1, 2, and 3. We're going to do double crochet over double crochet. Might have to fix my camera here a bit. See if this is better. So double crochet over double crochet. Now, when we get to the shell here, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 3 chain, coming in the center of that shell with single. 1, 2, 3 chain into the center with single. Now, if you find that your stitch is pulling, then you can do extra chain. Okay, so I've done 3 here. I think I'll do 4 here, or maybe even 5. Let me try with 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 into the center with single. 1, 2, 3, 4, and again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Single. 1, 2, 3, 4. Single. 1, 2, and 3. Coming in, doing the double crochets. Now this row here, doesn't matter how many count you have of double crochets. The next row we're going to do, because the flower is going to be on top, so I'm not even counting. I don't necessarily want it or have to have exactly the same amount as I had at the beginning. Okay, we don't need the same amount here because the flower is going to be on top and covered. So we're going to turn around and we're just going to do double crochet over double crochet. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to see if I can get away with 2 double crochet only and 1 on the center of the single. Now if you find that it's pulling, you can do an extra double crochet. Like I said, we don't need to have exactly the same amount as we did. I'd have to do another one here. We don't want too much space either in pulling. So I'm going to do 3 double crochet and 1 on the single. One, 2, and 3. And again on the single all the way to the end, and then double crochet over double crochet. Okay everyone, so I reached the end. I'm going to turn around and I'm going to do another row of double crochets, 1 per stitch. This is just to give the flower support. So double crochet over double crochet, and I'll do the same thing to the other side. Okay, so 1 double crochet per stitch. So I finished my row again, and again I'm going to do another row of double crochets. Now if you didn't want to do these 3 rows, you didn't have to, or these 2 rows, because you have to do at least this one here. This is in order for my flower not to be so much up front of, my light keeps flicking, up front of my design here. I don't want it to take it too much. For those reasons, I'm making it a little bit longer here with double crochets to support the middle of my flower so I can glue it on. Okay, so again, double crochets. Okay everyone, so I finished both sides with 5 rows altogether. Okay, just back and forth. Now I'm going to turn my pattern. We're on the right side, of course. I'm going to come in that last double crochet and do 2 singles into the next one. 2 singles. So this row all the way around will be 2 singles on each stitch, on each row. We're on the sides. And of course, when you get to the edges, you're going to do 1 single per stitch. So very simple. 2 singles on each row. Oops, singles, not doubles. So used to doing double crochet, right? So 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end, just 2 singles per stitch on the other side also. And here is 1 single per double crochet. Okay everyone, so I pretty much finished doing all my singles. We're going to work on the edge only, not the edge, the sides only. I'm coming in with the multicolored green, and we're going to be building loops. So I'm coming on the very first one here at the corner and doing a single. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 chain because of my single makes 4, okay? 1, 2, 3 on my 4th single. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. 1, 2, 3 on my 4th single. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. 1, 2, 3 on my 4th single. We're going to be building these loops all the way to the end. We got to have even numbers. Okay, so if we have to make an adjustment at the end, instead of skipping, let's say we skip 3 going to the 4, we might have to skip 2 and going to the 3rd, but I'll meet you at the end. Okay everyone, so I've done my 4 chains and my singles, skipping 3 going into the 4th. Now I didn't make any adjustment, and I did mention to finish it off with even number. I didn't finish it off with even number. I finished with 41. Okay, so I've cut my thread, and I'm going to restart again here from the beginning. So I'm going to come right at the edge here. with a single, 1, 2, 3 chain. This is just because it's the first one here, and I'm going to come in that first 3 chain loop. So I'll make another loop. 1, 2, 3 chain, and coming in to the next one. So I'll have 2 loops here. Now I'm going to come in this third one, and I'm going to do 9 double crochets. I've done my 9 double crochets, coming into the next one with single, 1, 2, 3, 4 chain, coming into the next one, single, and again going into the next one, and 9 double crochets. Now if we need to make an adjustment at the end, we will, since I didn't do even numbers with the chain stitch. I think I should be okay. I'm hoping. I got a mess of thread tied up. Two, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Again into the next one with single, 1, 2, 3, 4 chain, into the next one with single, and then your 9 double crochets. So after this, I'm cutting my thread, and I'm going to come in with the royal blue, just like the flower. Okay. Okay, everyone. So I pretty much finished my row. Did exactly the same thing, the 2 loops, which I came in, and then 3 chain and single at the edge, like I did at the beginning, if you guys recall. So I mean here at the end, my 2 loops and my 2 loops. I have 13 shells. Okay, coming in with my royal blue. I'm going to come in again where that single is, and doing single, 1, 2, 3 chain, coming in the next one, and having that, actually, sorry, we have to come in that first loop. I don't know what I was thinking. Come into the first loop, single, 1, 2, 3 chain, into the second. Now I'm going to come in directly in between, but I'm going to grab back loops, not in between, on the double crochet and double crochet, 1 chain, into the next one, double crochet, 1 chain space, into the next one, and this is how we're going to proceed with the shells. One chain and into the last one, coming in directly, single, again, coming in to the next shell, double crochet, 1 chain, double crochet. So we're going to repeat this all the way to the end. Then I'm cutting my thread and going to come back in with the white. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I finished the blue. I'm coming in with the white, and I ran out of the 4-ply white, so I'm just going to use 2 strands of my smaller size. Okay, so I'm coming back in where that single is with a single. 1, 2, 3. I'm coming into the next one. So I have it on the single. That means I skip that first loop there. 1, 2, and 3. So I'm coming in between the first and the second double crochet. Actually, I think I'm going to do only 2 and not 3 on here. First and the second double crochet. I don't want it to be pulling too much. 1, 2, and 3. Or I should say 2 loops. 1, 2, 3 in between the double crochets. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, and 2, my last one. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 loops. I'm going to come in directly into the next one with single. 1, 2, 3. Of course, using 2 strands is never easy sometimes. And this is how we're going to proceed all the way to the end. So I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so pretty much finished those loops. I had to cut my thread. And I'm going to come back in again with the white to do the pecans. Now, of course, I had to cut my thread because we want to be on the right side. Okay, if you feel like you should do your loops on the back side and then you don't want to cut your thread and come to the right side, that's fine. I want to do it this way, so coming back in again on my single. And I'm going to come in that chain with 2 singles into the next one. 1 single. Now I'm going to come in between the loops and I'm going to do single, 1, 2, 3 chain, and doing my picot into the next one, single, 3 chain, and picot. And again, so I have 2 picots so far, 3. Now here on my 4th one, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chain, and have this picot bigger than the other ones. Into the next one, single, 1, 2, 3, single, 1, 2, 3, into my last one, 1, 2, 3, so I'm going to come back in with single. So I'll have 3 in one side, 6 chain in the center, and 3 on the other. Coming into the next one, and again, 1, 2, 3, cut. And then we can cut our thread. Now remembering what you're doing on this side, you have to do it on the other side also. So either you can rewind the video or just look at this side and see what you've done. So I'm on my fourth one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Into the next one. Sometimes it's just hard to get those hook in those stitches. I have a tight stitch. I try to loosen as much as I can sometimes, but it's just the habit, right? 1, 2, 3. This is the last one here on the motive. Add, carry back in with single. Okay, so this is pretty much what's going to look like. So I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so we're going to turn to the back part this time. We're going to come in with the green right on the corner of that single with a single. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. I'm going to skip this first double crochet. Let me just check what I've done here. So I'm going to come in here and do a single. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to skip the first double crochet here, and I'm on the back part doing back pull or front post, I should say, with single. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. Skip 1, come into the middle one here where we have those 6 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip 1, 2, and come on the third one. One, 2, 3, 4. Skip the first one, come on the second. 4 chain, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to skip 1 and come on the second. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Skip 1, 2 into the third one. So it's just a repeat now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip the first one and come into the second. We're going to do this all the way to the end. Okay, so you're supposed to have 2 loops on the shells here. Okay, 2 loops, 4 chain, and then 1 in between shells. Okay, everyone, so I'm on my last row. I've done 2 chain coming in that second single, 2 chain, and on my single at the edge, at the corner. I'm going to turn around. I'm going to go up 3 chain. I'm going to come in here and do my 9 double crochets, but I'm going to split in between these 2 groups here. So I have 4, 5 into the next one, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Coming on the next one with a single. One, two, three, and 4 chain, coming into the next one with a single, and again directly in between the shells with the 9 double crochets. And this is how we're going to proceed. So 9 double crochets. I've done my 9, coming directly into the next loop with a single. 1, 2, 3, and 4, into the next one with a single. I'm in between the 2 shells here, and 9 double crochets. Okay, so we're going to repeat this all the way to the end, and then I'm cutting my thread and coming in with the royal blue again. So we're basically creating the same thing as we did. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. Okay, everyone. Now into the blue, so I'm going right on top of that first double crochet. So single 3 chain, and I'm going to grab back loops only. 1 chain, space, and then double crochet per each one. So no different than what we did with the other one. Remembering it doesn't matter how this corner is going to look like, because the flower is going to cover it, but we still have to do it. So back loops, doing my single where the chain is, and coming back in the first one, again repeating the same thing. And once I get to the end, we'll have the same thing as this here, cutting my thread and coming in with the white, and we're almost there. Okay everyone, so I'm going to come in my last one here, single. Now this is no different than what we've done with the other ones. I'm on the back part of the pattern, by the way. 3 chain, just so we can turn around and finish the peacocks. Now you should know already what to do. 3 chain into the next one. So we're creating those loops. And then from one shell on the last one here to the next. Again, so we're on our last one. We're going to jump to this one here, okay, and just continue on, and then we're going to turn around and do the peacocks on the 4th one, the 6th chain. So it's just a repeat now, exactly what we did with this one here. Okay, and I'm going to continue mine and come to you at the end so we can have glue the flower, and we're pretty much done with it. Okay everyone, so I just finished gluing my flower on. A little bit of glue here and there, and I've done it this way. So 5 leaves. My fingers are all full of glue, my nails are all full of glue, you know how that goes. So 1 on each side of the end here, and 3. So basically almost touching here, or touching, and one in the center. And the same thing, and I've also glued a few petals, not much, just a little bit, just so they can stay tacked into the leaves. And also on this side, of course, I'm full of glue everywhere. Okay, and had it stretched all the way to the edge. Now when you turn, don't mind the glue, I will have to clean that up. So here we'll have the opening, and you can just put a bunch of glue there and have it stick. Also, this will be opened from the leaves and the petals. So I've put a bit of glue to tack that so you can close up that area, and also everything closed here. And everything is pretty much tacked on both sides with the glue. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. There's a few of these patterns out there somewhere. Some of my friends have created in different stitch and different style. I've created my own style. I hope you guys liked it, and let me know what you think. It is a lot of work, but it is beautiful. I mean, the project speaks for itself, right? Please give a thumbs up on the video. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Sharing is caring. Invite your friends and family to come along and join us so we can keep growing, so I can keep putting out these videos for you guys, or else it's very literally impossible for me to continue without your support. I absolutely need you guys to help out and get everybody to join us. Okay, thank you so much. I send you so much love and so much hugs. I'll leave all the measurements below. I hope you guys enjoyed this beautiful pattern. And I'll have a little video with it on my dining room table so you can see. It's pretty big, but you can go bigger, as I explained during the tutorial, how you can go about. Okay, so I'll see you in the next tutorial. Thank you so much, everyone. Till next time. Bye-bye.